sorry if y'all heard me in there. I'm telling dirty jokes.
Live on YouTube.
Check.
There we go.
1, 2. Check. 1, 2.
There we go.
You got it now there, Willie?
Got it. Perfect.
You know, you said red light a while ago. Where was I at? I think it might have been that little waitress. No, it was
Thank you, Chris.
Somebody asked, I said, how do you get down to so-and-so? And they said, well, you go down here to this red light and turn right. And then you go down there and turn left at the other red light. I said, what happens if you get there and they're not red? She didn't know what to say.
That's like the guy and the girl sitting at the stop sign. He was so high. The police said, what are y'all doing? He said, why are you on that stop sign to turn green?
Change out the microphones.
Wait on the stop sign to turn green. You high if you do that now.
We're about 4 minutes away from being live TV. I don't know about you two.
Yeah.
We probably already live on it.
Chris, George needs a little level. You loud out. I ain't got him here at all here.
Oh, it's in the earphones.
Headphone.
Hello. Hello.
How about, we don't have him in ours, do we? Okay, that's good. Are we not on YouTube, are we? Nobody said.
We are live on YouTube? Oh, okay. No.
Hey, D.
Why not?
D, you need to do just a little closer walk today this morning.
Just a closer walk with thee.
That's a good song.
Granny Jesus.
Not right
Come
now.
right in on the perfect key again.
I tell you, I got perfect pitch sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, right on. Just a
Closer walk with thee. Slow it down. Granny Jesus, this my plea. Daily walking close to me. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When this feeble life is over.
Oh, seconds out, never mind.
Oh, Rusty talks about them. Oh, Rusty used to talk about going to his daddy's church up there on Boaz on Sand Mountain. And, you know, everybody that went there was like super old in their like late 80s and stuff. And now he said, and every time they do Amazing Grace, he said it would sound like this. He goes, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing.
That's good.
Smart.
All right.
Amazing.
You know, I remember when we was kids, we was part in church. What? And that bench was a long wooden bench, but it wasn't anything. You had to go boom down the bench.
Echo everywhere.
And Daddy know who it was. Boy, you get hot.
Oh, you get mad with it. Oh, I'm killing them when church is over.
Man, the crap we're talking about.
1 minute. How many? We're about 30 seconds now then.
Something like it.
How many? 4, 3, 2, go. We're back as a granny cowbell. Wake up. Wake up, America. I done time a bell. We made it back. Oh, everybody went in all different directions. It's quite an exciting trip, wasn't it? We had a great time.
Lovely time.
Great time.
Lovely time.
Just glad to be back here comfortable in our own little warm studio. Get it, George. glad to be back here in Talladega, Alabama, right up the street from Oxford, Alabama, WAC TV 24, streaming live. The latest news is we're back.
We're back.
The
And
most,
still above ground.
yeah, boy, we had so much fun. My back's still killing me from that bed. I'm used to sleeping on my couch. I got it wove around there to fit me just right. That bed, I'm still limping. I don't know. Wayne, you want to kick it off?
I will, Dee. We'll kind of kill a bird with two stones, or two stones and kill the bird. This day in country music. Let me get this one out of the way. We will get your wacky news out there. This day in country music, the number one song was Okie from Muskogee from Merle Haggard back in 1970. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street. We like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like holding hands, pitching wood. We don't let our hair go long and shaggy, like the hippies out in San Francisco do. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave old floating down at the courthouse, by golly. White lightning still the biggest thrill of all. Boys in the band on a Monday morning, y'all get up. Yeah, that steel guitar, George Webb on a Monday. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus. Kids here still respect the college dude. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave old glory down at the courthouse, by golly. White lightning still the biggest thrill of all. Where we talking, boys? In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA, back in 1970.
All right, Wayne Hand, good job.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, man, everybody down there did a good job. Chris did it. Man, we fought some bad weather. But you know what? The weather rock was right every time, even Sunday.
Never missed it.
The weather rock said it would be all right till about lunchtime or something like that. A little bit of storming come through, and then it looked like another one was coming right behind it. It was going to be horrible, and it came, and it turned too, just like the weather rock said. So it was right down all the way down in Gulf Shores. And so everybody went home. And the prettiest part of the day was Sunday afternoon. We could have played them 2 o'clock in the morning. Boy, we could have run it, but everybody had to go out and eat and drink, party, and hang out. You know, that's good. That's good. All right, Randall, here we go.
I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I hear earthquakes and lightning. I see a bad time today. Don't go
did you have a good time down there?
I had a lovely. I didn't want to come
Gulf
home.
Shores? I didn't either. I was ready to play all day. Son.
Yesterday,
we
I
were
just,
ready.
it takes me, anytime I go somewhere, it takes about 4 or 5 days for me to settle in. And yesterday, I was like, now
Settled in.
it'd be a great day to just sit out by the pool, drink one of them little drinks with the umbrella in it, with
Pick a little
headphones on,
guitar.
lay back, just,
We didn't one of us get out and get a tan.
No.
Wayne wanted to, but I forgot to buy a Speedo for him, and he said he wasn't going to do it unless he had that.
And I had to have some suntan lotion.
I think the only son we got was going to after the show was over, going back to the hotel. Now we were actually right there by our room, about 25 feet. Man, it's beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful down there, man. Iconic island villas right there in Gulf Shores.
Mr. Wayne.
Mr.
lovely.
Wayne Holloman.
One heck of a man.
When we got there, his side nerve was hurting so bad, and after singing a couple of songs and jumping around, it was healed the rest of the time. I mean, man, he was.
That
We
boy
made
can
a star
sing,
out of
too.
him. He sang, man.
Man, we
Played
did
a little guitar too.
I didn't know it. I didn't know he was that talented. We did some Bob Seger then, son. He put it out.
He sure did.
Sure did. And I told him, I said, man, just you might just quit your day job and get into singing. He said, I think I'll just hold off on that. But he did a good job, great job. And our production crew, Casey, she was producer and head in charge right there, and Jason, and his father Jeff, and of course Chris on sound. Chris worked himself to death. We had issues with actually we never figured out what it was right there. I don't think. Thought it was. We were kind of set up different. He was behind us instead of in front of us in a room with a door, And I ain't figured out how he ended up there. But anyway, we bought a snake to be way out front, and we was right behind us. So couldn't see him. He couldn't see us. But it was okay. We pulled it off, and some people said it sounded wonderful. And one of Wayne's sisters said she couldn't hear nothing, and the other one said it was perfect. So
Said we sounded great.
yeah. So
She forgot to turn the
I should
volume
forgot
up
to turn the
on
volume,
TV.
but tell
She
Sharon
forgot
that's
to
what
turn the
happened.
volume up. And that's Sharon, too. That sounds about
That
like her.
That sounds like it, don't it?
It does,
I bet she's
dude.
watching right now. Sharon, let's talk
Oh,
about
they watch.
She's gonna be mad. All right, Phil,
They'll
sing us a
get,
song.
they'll get over it.
Yeah,
It's
sing
a
us
great day to be alive.
Yeah.
You say that every day.
Every day, Phil.
I got rice cooking in the microwave. I got a 3-day beard I don't plan to shave. And it's a goofy thing, but I just gotta say it. Oh, I'm doing alright. I think I'll make me some homemade soup. I'm feeling pretty good, and that's the truth. It's neither drink nor drug induced. Oh, I'm just doing alright. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's a hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? It's been 15 years since I left home. I said good luck to every seed I'd sown. Gave it my best and I left them alone. Oh, I hope they're doing alright. Now I look in the mirror and what do I see? A lone wolf there staring back at me. Long in the tooth but harmless as can be. Oh, I hope he's doing alright. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's a hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? Sometimes it's lonely, sometimes I'm only me in the shadows that fill this room. Sometimes I'm falling, desperately calling, howling at the moon. One more time, George. Well, I might go get me a new tattoo, or take my old Harley for a 3-day cruise. Might even grow a Fu Manchu. Oh, well, it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's hard times in the neighborhood, so why can't every day be just as good? It's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. It's hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just as good? Yeah, yeah.
All right, Phil. Good job. You know, it was so much fun. I'm still tired from it. Though. It was a rough trip coming back. We were coming back, and of course I was pulling a trailer. I instead of driving my box truck, which probably should have to haul everything, but we took a U-Haul trailer and coming back, the traffic was running 80, and I was in the left lane. It was bumper to bumper when I was when I was on the whole interstate.
Yes.
We were rolling. I was running 80. All of a sudden, all the traffic stopped in front of us. And I guess I got anti-lock brakes. I was standing on, like broke the pedal, and I barely got stopped. I was already heading off to the grass, and I'm hollering at him. I mean, Chris's phone got lost in the process, and stuff was flying from the back. Chris fell into the back of my seat. I jammed. He was asleep. Slammed him into the seat. Montez was screaming. I said, "Y'all watch out. We're about to get hit in the back," because they were back there doing this, trying to get stopped. And I thought we was gonna get run over there, but it was good. And then we stopped at a service station getting gas, and Montez kept saying, "We need to stop and get some gas." I said, "We go to Birmingham. We need to stop and get some gas." So I pulled up at a pump, and I stopped at pump 13. "Why'd you have to stop at pump 13?" I said, "Well, I just pulled up to a pump." Well, we sitting there getting gas, and this girl beside us in a truck, her and her husband, whatever he was, she just pulled off with a gas tank.
Jerked it off the top.
Jerked it, dropped the hose, slap off Montez. She thought we was going to get blowed up. It had some kind of automatic cutoff on it. And so that was our eventful trip back, but we made it safe and sound, and y'all made it safe. Randall got caught up in the traffic. Casey got caught up in it.
30 minutes to get out of Bucky's parking lot.
Yeah.
And I had to pray an extra 20 minutes last night because I ain't cussed as much in one day as I have in many years yesterday. Forgive me, but it was a plethora of cussing because people are idiots.
They just pull
They
up
just
and block
are.
everything with it.
Everything.
Well, you know, that's the way people are. We saw a bunch of inconsiderate folks down the road. You know.
I mean, 30 minutes to get out of a parking lot. I mean, it was unbelievable. So
Well,
frustrating.
I'm proud for Buc-ee's, though.
Oh, Bucky's made
Buc-ee's
millions
is making
yesterday.
millions out there on that interstate, ain't they?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Close that door, please.
They probably had over,
Thank you.
guess, the course of a day. I wouldn't doubt that they have 7,000 or 8,000 people walk through that store.
Oh, every bit. Well, you know what they call that? $100 thrift store. I mean, $100
And
convenience store is what they call that, because you're gonna spend $100, and that don't include your gas.
8,000 times 100, that's a lot.
That's lots of millions, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
How about all the stores they got? They were really, whoever started that concept, I'd like to see his home. But I know they lined up on 10, 20, 65, 85, all the major interstates.
And they pay their employees extremely well.
Extremely
to
well.
start off, pay there is $17.50 an hour. To start, no matter
And I'm
what
gonna tell you
do.
something. You won't see them standing around on the phone.
You ain't got time.
And you won't, and if you ain't doing it, you need to start sweeping. They sweeping outside, inside, clean bathrooms, cleanest bathrooms I've ever been in. I like them closed. The door closes and you're in there by yourself. You can just hoop and holler and carry on. But it's a good concept. So we're giving Buc-ee's a big plug. I like that. But at least they did well. They didn't miss out on anything. All right, Wayne, do us a song. I'm going to do that gospel song right after this, whichever one it was. I don't remember.
I will. I seen an interview, and these there's two guys on Bucky's there. One of them's about 27, and one of them's about 33, I think, that started this thing out of Texas is where it started. I think Dee told me about the first one. That was the first one right there in Houston or somewhere coming in.
Well, they started out the next, wherever they're from, then they came to Houston.
That's it. And
Houston's got 200-something pumps.
It's unreal. And we did talk about, too, one of the greatest things they've done. I know it's inconvenient for the big trucks, but there's no trucks. No diesel. Well, other than the trucks or the one delivering the gas. But no big trucks are allowed at Bucky's there. They don't have any kind of service. But the cars, it's lined up as far as that you can see. Let's keep it country. That's what it's all about. And do a little thing called Your Cheating Heart, little Hank Sr. Here we go. Well, your cheating heart will tell on you. You'll cry and cry the whole night through. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and you'll call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. All right. For that boys. All right, Randall. Your cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love that you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and you'll call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Mr. Don Farmer listening this morning, and Doyle and Lori and all the gang, they'll be calling us here just in a second. Good morning.
Oh, mine keeps going off now. All right. We, Chris. Yeah, I
know. I know.
check one. Man, all these cables just.
Boy, I tell you, that salt air, D, I guess it was. Grab this one over here.
Put across the room here.
All right, here, I'll give you mine. It don't matter.
Anyway, our YouTube and Facebook's not working, I guess. Ours is blamed on the internet. I don't know what it is, Chris. I don't know if it's a bad cable or what. But it ain't doing right. You ready? Let's change. Talk to him, Wayne. Oh, by the way, we got to tell him about.
Well, I tell you what, we got a guest star. Keith Burns is going to be here around 6 o'clock. I think Dee was telling us going to come in the house. Boy, you got a treat heading for you, man. I tell you what a great singer and a writer, and doing real well in the music business. So looking forward to that, Dee. Go ahead, or we better.
He throw all them cables away.
All right.
In the creek.
Toss them off the bridge.
Sell them at the yard sale. Everybody think they're getting something there.
Dee, we was also listening. We had an opportunity to listen to some of the shows down from Panama City.
Right.
And
95,
we
I believe.
turned that 95, and we turned that into a phone call and a few numbers there to old Chuck Burney. Good to hear from him, the old bass player we had there. And the drummer, Pete Burridge, we've been looking for a long time. And I want to say good morning to Pete. And his son lives right here in Talladega, Alabama. And Pete's somewhere up around Gatlinburg.
Somewhere up there.
He give me the town. But Pete, we love you. You're listening to us this morning. That was just a few of the pickers that we come across, and we'll try to get in touch with old Dukester and Baby Boy came by the
What
club.
song are
We
we
called
doing?
him and stuff. Yeah.
Just a closer walk, Chris.
Okay.
And Pete was so
Well, it was
thrilled.
a- it
Pete
was
was
a
so
pleasure.
thrilled to hear from us, Wayne. You know, and musicians hate me sometime. And he told me one time he'd never worked that hard in his life, and he just couldn't survive. And then he was telling us when we talked to him that that was the highlight of their life. He said when we opened up, when we were me and the guitar player out of
Paul Heiser
out of Florida, South Florida. He said, when we played with you, we opened up for George Jones and Conway Twitty, and he said that was like going to the Super Bowl.
Well, it
playing in the
was,
Super
man.
Bowl.
These guys, the Gator Band down in Tampa, Florida, they'd have a house band. Don't get me wrong, one of the finest bands down in that area, but never had the opportunity to front anybody and have a good time and enjoy themselves. And you gave that to them.
We had
And
a
they
good
came
time.
to you to put this show on. We talked a lot about going around and doing it. We worked. You're right. And Dee, I get to thinking we got so many musicians that's worked with us or for us, dead and gone now. Jay Scott
Sure.
that worked with us down there, and
Lot of-
we're still looking for Duke. Hopefully, he's still living.
Hopefully he's
but
still
a
alive.
lot of players have gone on, and we miss them. And it's good to touch base, and we might even go up there and pick Pete up ourselves. You said you
Well,
had
he
a
said
way
he can't
to,
leave the house.
to travel though that
Well,
you had done that.
I show him
before.
how to do it. You
And,
got to.
But don't be surprised if me and you'll pull up on somebody
And bring him back.
and
Pete
bring
was a
him
good
back.
guy.
Pete was a good guy. He jumped in on the TV station there so fast. He was the
He was a
first one that was
sportscaster.
in.
He was a
He was the
sportscaster.
first one that was in the
I mean-
deal. You were going to call him back, and he came in the door, and we were going to individually talk. He just tossed it. I'm in, and left out.
We
He
went
said,
home.
"Count me in. I know what lies ahead." But it was good. I enjoyed watching that, along with having fun there.
All right, here's a song that we really thought of it. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is old, time for me will be no more. Guide me gently, safely, oh, to thy kingdom shore, to the shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Dear Lord, let it be.
Great gospel music right here on the Dee Ford Show. Dee Ford,
Good old
job.
gospel music.
Brought it back. We've done
All
that.
right, Randall, sing us one
I
this
got one with a
morning.
little Earl Thomas Conley. I can be bad, but I can't be bald. Y'all. Well, I met her in a small town bar not far from home. He was having second thoughts about a man who was always gone. Said the only way to get to him was the telephone. So she held on to me when she could not hold her on. I can be had, but I can't be bought. I can be bad, though, if I don't get caught. But I'd rather be loved than left alone, and be here in the middle somewhere between right or wrong. She said, you know, I never was the kind to spread it around, but I'll let you get to me as long as you don't let me down. She said, I got the kind of love it takes to make it real slow, but I don't care how you get me there, just as long as I go. She said, I can be had, but I can't be bought. Yeah, I can be bad, though, if I don't get caught. I'd rather be loved than left alone, and be here in the middle somewhere between the right or wrong. Lay it, George. Your kind of love keeps me coming back time after time. Just like a beautiful song I can't get off my mind. But I worry a lot about love that you have to wait on. And I got second thoughts about a woman who's always gone. She said I can be had, but I can't be bought. I can be bad, Lord, if I don't get caught. I'd rather be loved than left alone, and be here in the middle somewhere between the right or wrong. Than be here in the middle somewhere between the right or wrong. One more time. And be here in the middle somewhere between the right or wrong.
Billy Jean, you ready to sing one over there, man? Let's get one going for us right here this morning.
Let's
Get
do
on
another
with it.
gospel song.
All right. Get
I
after it.
love gospel.
Stay with it, buddy.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, because he lives.
Because he lives. That's a good one.
Because he lives. God sent his son. They call him Jesus. He bled and died. He had forgiven
All right. Good job, Willie. Jeannie's Party said we had a blast this weekend. They her and her husband's down there. She brought, oh my goodness, did we eat any
A ton of
sweets?
food.
Did we have
And
any
food,
there to
sandwiches,
eat?
you know, how many
Oh
times-
my goodness!
We had food everywhere.
Some
man.
of the best baked beans I've eaten in a long time, Dee Ford. That was some good stuff. Old macaroni and cheese and them pigs in a blanket or hogs in a quilt. All the above there. We had it. What else did we have there? All kind of things.
Okay. I ate enough pigs that I like turned into one. Pigs in the blanket. Just Party said, Dee and Wayne, and to all of y'all here and the crew, and said big thanks for making them feel like family. And they did a good job, boy, with food, and he did the cameras and all that stuff, production, and it was good. At the villas on Gulf Shores, everything from helping with, let's see, everything from helping with video to the great food. We had some great food down there. Woo. Don Parker said, good morning to the super talented people. It is unbelievable what you all done this weekend.
Thank you, Don.
I think
Thank you, Don.
we pulled it off. It was a little rough. I think we're having some technical problems right now not on our end, I don't believe, but Don, I hope y'all getting it. It seems like they're coming in now, I think.
I believe we'll get
Maybe
it.
the carrier pigeon
We'll get it
my
straight
carrier
now.
pigeon might have crashed on the way in. Donna Webb said, good morning. Jeannie said, good morning to a wonderful group of guys and have a wonderful day. Let's see who else. Kay said, good morning. Good to see y'all back at the station. We're glad to be back. Now, we had a lot of fun, but we're glad to be back here. This is home. This is like sitting in your living room right here. And Benny Lever, good morning, y'all. So I guess we're getting through. And get through on something.
Now we're getting there.
Carrier pigeon, I think I woke her up, I believe. I went out there and said, we ain't getting nothing. I know that many ain't called that quick. All right, Doyle Burns sounded loud and clear in Warrior, Alabama.
Good.
Chad Ford, good morning. Glad to see y'all are back. Thank you. We're glad to be back. Thank y'all for letting us know. We got a guest coming up here in a few minutes. I think he's on his way. I told him he didn't have to be here. You know, he's an old musician like us. He has a hard time getting up. Now, I told him 6 o'clock somewhere around there. And we're looking forward to having him back. You know, I think he told me when I talked to him on the phone about a month ago, he said, I've been doing a lot overseas and got some big hits over there. And so he's coming to the United States, and he's doing well on his own. So we'll be glad to have him when he gets here.
When we first started the show, Dee told me, he said, how about being there about 5 after 7? There'll be plenty of time. So you'll be, so 5 after 7, the show was over there. So, you know, kind of be there, Wayne, about 5 after 7.
About 5 after 7.
Be a good time for you to show up.
Yeah.
We did have
I was
a great
trying to
time,
eliminate
Dee.
him for this show.
I know it.
I couldn't beat him away.
We went in and had some breakfast. It was about the second morning that we were there. The place was another good one right there because he said, Wayne, where you want to eat? And I said, well, wherever fits me. He said, well, let's go to the Ugly Diner. And that's where it was. It was called the Ugly Diner. And we walked in. That's what they said. We named it after this guy right here talking to me. There was a girl. Dee is crazy a lot like this, which we're all crazy, but he watches workers. And we'll go in. It could be a Subway. We went to Subway one time, and he said, you got to see this girl make these sandwiches. And he was right. And a car wash for incidents and all kind of bartenders.
I'll look at
the
people that
waitress,
work,
the waitress walked up, and her name was Hannah.
Hannah Jean.
And he said, Hannah, are you having a good time here? She said, my life is just in torment, and I'm all confused. He said, well, I'm going to confuse you a little more. When you get off work, if you'll come right back here, I'll put you on TV. And I think she just came there just thinking, well, this guy's out of his mind.
Right.
But he brought this little girl in, and if y'all seen the show, it was scared. I'm talking about scared. And she didn't even.
Well, she tried it.
She got in there and tried in a gospel tune, and all the guys fell in there, and you did too. And I don't know, it was 3 keys higher, but Miss Hannah, if you're looking, she said she was going to have it on, and she was going to look. Now, she's probably serving breakfast about right now.
She probably got hired out from under us. So
that is very possible.
I hired her to come to the club and
Right.
and wait on tables. I was going to train her as a bartender because she moved faster than anybody I've ever seen.
Ever.
And worked.
Yes.
And not ever seen. I've seen some good, but this girl could move and was serious about it. And next thing I know,
Dee said, well, what do you do? She said, well, I'm a military girl, and I work the East Coast. He said, Navy. She said, how'd you know? He said, because I was in the Air Force, I was in the West Coast. But
That's
no,
really the way it is,
military girl and a fine worker. Good one. And she also came out and jumped right on in, went to work, went to cooking the food.
Cleaning,
Wayne, he done moved to the Grand Ole Opry. He was a star. You know.
He left.
So he left
right
the
on
grill.
Grand Ole Opry.
He left the grill and come straight to the concert and went to singing. But she took over that grill and
He said he
finished it
couldn't
up.
grill, so she must have thought so too. So she went to grilling.
She took over. She took all his forks and flippers from him. But it was that type of thing, and we talked to some great people from Opelika, with it?
Opelika, Alabama.
Down at the end. Dee even sold a couple of condos while he was down there.
I think I sold it to them. They wanted it.
Some more information there. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of Alabama had their track meet down there, the big one, and two that we know of, state records, was broke.
Right there.
One by a guy that had never done it. He was a basketball player, and they pulled him out and went 7 foot 2 inches or something like that.
It was a state record.
State
record. First time he'd ever done it.
First time he'd ever done it. I mean,
jump.
first time ever jumped and hit that pad and broke a state record. And to lose you, I want to say I'm sorry on that, but it was like that. We made, and let me tell you, we had a good gathering from the police department. We want to thank them for coming out
a couple of times
and being with us there.
I wove at them.
3 people went to the hospital and said they were hearing bells in their ears, and they're still there trying to flush their ears. One said he went to heaven, woke up at 5:30 in the morning. He said, "I've got baby, call the ambulance. I've died." But it was all that was it, and it was a family. All the guys was together, and boys, I enjoyed every bit of it, and I hope y'all did too, because Hap Hall even told Dee, I've laughed more than I have
in a long time. We laughed
in a long time. We had dogs born. We had dogs and all this kind of stuff. And
Greg had to leave early because he was missing his.
And thank you, Greg, for talking to my wife. What a great conversation you had with her. We won't tell you about that, but we maybe tomorrow when he shows up. She had never met him before. My wife also had a little leakage on her pee like I did with Dee driving. And Rockford, Alabama, Dee, we all took a nap. You know, it's about like the movie Vacation. We all took a nap. We looked at Dee, and he was sleeping too, driving.
Woke up, looked over.
So I woke up, I screamed, Montez screamed, my wife. But Montez,
she said she'll never ride with me
she
again.
said she would never. She's the only one that used both seat belts and was riding in the back. Grabbed Chris and hers, strapped herself in, and God bless her, she guided us through. And I will never go through this again. Dee did go to the other side. It was almost.
I passed over.
I know, but they was,
I fell asleep.
Yeah, the only one that got nervous was the other one driving the other vehicle. He went off the road. Dee just got back over there just like nothing happened. Give me one of them Dr. Peppers back there. You know what? She looked at me. He went in the store. She said, "What is wrong with this man?" I said, "This Dee Ford." Pam Sugarface said she could never go to the sawmill again. Not with Dee. She just couldn't do it. And I was like Montez. She said, asked her. He said, "Well, do you need to stop and smoke a cigarette?" She said, "No, I need some Valium if you got one." So anyway, I'll turn it back to Dee, but just a few stories on the trip there, Dee, and it was fantastic. By George, we're sitting here. God bless you for driving and safely. And we're right here. I don't know if I can ride it. I stomped the floorboard. There's a hole on the right side where the brake pedal is. I put on the brakes all I could, But, Dee, we were safe, and everybody made it I think home, and if Greg did, and hopefully he got his dog.
He was in love again.
And is he?
Yeah, that's his wife. His dog's his wife, ain't it? I think that's what somebody said.
that's about right. That's pretty well what he's living for. And hopefully, Halp's got them doodles, or what do they call them?
I hope he's got
What'd you
them.
call them?
I call them doodles.
Doodles.
There's something doodle. I don't know if anybody knows. They're really expensive.
Montez said they were. She knew
Expensive
somebody
dog.
that had
Anyway,
one.
he was expecting 7 dogs. He just had to get home, and of course Greg, he just was missing his baby. Sandy Platter said, ups to the iconic builders for putting up with us guys. Our silliness. One more chapter to Dee's book. She's been wanting me to write it for years too, and I told her I was going to give her a whole chapter. And all about a great girl up there in Atlanta. All right, we got some more. Boy, they calling in. Jeff said a big shout out to Wayne Holloman for letting us come down and do the Dee Ford Show.
You better
He didn't know
believe it.
what he was into, but he enjoyed the heck. Like I said a while ago, when we got there, he couldn't even walk. After a
Man,
3.5 minutes of stardom, he was high stepping, boy. I mean, he was getting it on.
I believe it was Pink Floyd that really wore him out.
Woke him up, didn't
I
it?
woke him up.
Yeah, and I had a lady staying there. I talked to her, and she said, I said, are y'all renting here? Are y'all here for the weekend? Are y'all owning? She said, I didn't know they sold them. So I hooked them up, and I'll just tell you what, I asked him, I said, Wayne, y'all, they're really, really nice. They've been totally remodeled, new roofs. It was an old motel, and he put in a huge swimming pool and redone everything
Parking lot,
about America.
every room.
Everything. And $199 for a 1-bedroom. You can buy it, and once you buy it, you can rent it out if you don't want to be there. $250 for a 2-bedroom. I'm thinking about when I get some money. I asked him if he'd take weekly payments, and he said no.
Well, I asked him if he took food stamps, or
Food stamp.
I couldn't put it on layaway. I tried to put it on layaway, but I couldn't do that. But the location too, great neighborhood. But like I said, they don't just leave your cowbells at home, and they don't want nobody bringing back.
Never bring a cow back there.
What we got on
that first morning,
I'm
that
telling
neighborhood
y'all
was
now,
so
I'm
quiet.
serious.
There was houses everywhere on the sides and stuff. I hit that cowbell like that. Next thing you know, here comes the police, ambulances. No,
But you got to really realize it's all retirement.
all retirement.
Everybody's 70 years and older. And could you imagine 5:30? You've been there about 5 or 10 years, and this bell goes off, and somebody's hollering, "Get up!" Well, man, they got up, buck naked, run outside, got the fire extinguishers, and here come the law. What we got, Dave?
We got good morning from Warrior from Laura and Doyle. And Doyle Burns said, good morning. Glad y'all made it back safe.
Good morning.
Enjoyed all the shows over the weekend. We had fun. It was a little bit different. We just talked and laughed and played and had a good time and told stories. And we got a guest right now, guys, that showed up. And we're going to get him on. If he is ready to go, Keith, if you want to come on in or you want to catch your breath before you get in here. It don't matter to us. This guy's, we're going to sit back because he's full of fire and ready to go, I know. You want to wait another song and get your breath? Okay, we'll wait. We'll do one song. Y'all go ahead and do one, Randall. We'll do one while he's tuned up.
All right. Let's do that. We're going to do the
Streets of
Buck Owens Streets of Bakersville.
That's a good
Let's
one,
grab
too.
on.
That's a good one right there. Big old good one.
I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want a chance to be myself. Oh, but
It's been 1,000 miles of coming. I want blisters on my heel, trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield.
hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. You say you care, that's how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me and walk the streets of Bakersfield? Spent some time in San Francisco. I spent a night there in the can. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man,
Left in my watch and my old house key. On one place thinking that I'd steal. And I thanked him as I was leaving. I'm headed out to Bakersfield.
hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me never walk the streets of Bakersfield? Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me never walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you that sit and judge me never walk the streets of Bakersfield?
All right, good job, guys. Man, we got us a guest this morning. I don't know which way he's gonna go. I told him he could go up here with us or go back over there with them or sing, pick, grin. You got to move over, Randall.
We're just glad to have him in the house, Dee.
Move about an inch now.
You met this guy, well, okay.
Go ahead.
Come on in here.
Come on in, man. Look at. They can't hear you. You better get up here over there. So
Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores.
Alabama. We still in Alabama.
We're afraid to
Yeah,
leave
get him
Alabama.
a stew right there.
We're afraid to leave Alabama.
There he is. What are you doing, buddy?
Keith, tell me about it. You told me a little bit, man. You got so much stuff going on. We don't. We need to.
How you doing, Dee?
I'm good,
Everybody
man.
good?
You-
Y'all good?
Lovely.
Good, fine. Good to have you back with us.
Keith Burns.
It's good to be back, man. I watched y'all all week last week in Orange. Where was it?
Orange Beach. No, well, we was in Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores, man, and which is right next to Orange Beach.
Right. All them beaches are blended together.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like my life, blends together. You know,
It just runs in the
runs in the family. There you go. But I watched y'all. Y'all sounded great down there
Thank you.
on the beach. and
Thank you, man.
I was jealous, man. I wanted to be down there. And
Well, you just all you had to do was show up.
yeah, well,
You was probably touring somewhere.
I
Or
was
writing songs.
I was. Yeah, I was up in Nashville writing, and got to go back up there. I'm shooting the show for the Country Network.
Good.
I can say that, can't I?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
You
They got you.
probably-
They got you. I'm glad. I told them they need to get with you.
Well,
Maybe they listen to me. I don't
yeah,
know.
Tommy up there. You know Tommy.
Yeah, okay.
He loves you guys.
Yeah, he's something else.
And
We hope to be on there soon.
you will. You will.
We're working at getting better. I've been praying about it and been taking vocal lessons and all that stuff. Trying to learn how to play guitar. Uh-oh.
That sounds out of tune. You got
You can do a Chinese tuning to it right there.
Well, I got my tuner here, D, and the first thing I did was started tuning. It got through 3 strings, and the battery went dead.
Well, we got them. We got them around here, man.
So anyway, yeah, no, I'm here. Watched y'all last week. We got a show. DT's going. Old Dennis is going to get up here in a minute and talk to you about the show too.
Okay.
We got the pause. What is it? What pause? Calls for pause.
Pause.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all can come over and be a part of it.
Where's it? Well, we'll find out here in a minute.
Yeah.
Is that pause or pause? Well, we're fixing to start. We're going to have a segment here. We're going to start adopting dogs out.
Oh,
from the,
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tommy
Yes, sir.
Sellers is really big into that. I don't know if you know him, but he's
Super nice guy.
Yeah,
No,
super
but I'd like to know him.
He's
if he
great
does.
guy.
Buddy,
great man. He's
there's you one for your animals.
80-something years. He
and all the
He
calls.
brought his dog on the show the other day, man. It's something else.
Thank you so much.
Now we
sir.
charge that now.
That'll
That's
stay-
whatever you was getting paid today, that you get to use that.
I appreciate that.
The use. So what? How much do you make? I got to use a tuner.
Hey, you know what? I
Wayne
need
ain't
it.
even got a guitar.
It's
I'll
worth
tell
its
you.
weight in gold. Wasn't it?
Ain't it though?
But yeah, man, everything's good. Everything's rocking. Just writing songs. I got a top 40 going on in Texas right now with "Came Here to Drink" and.
That's a good song too.
Yes,
I heard it
from
you
last
played
time
it.
you heard.
Great song.
Yeah, thank you.
Did it on the show, I believe.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, he did.
And a few other things I didn't know.
What's
I mean,
that?
I was just doing. Remember that?
Well, that's what you got it supposed to do. That's what we do.
I enjoyed the story of one you're writing, Coming In Hot. And
Oh, Coming In Hot,
We were
yeah.
That's a good one.
We
How's
were
it- yeah,
talking
you got
about
it
that.
recorded out
I don't
there
know
yet?
how you're doing on that, but what a great story that my mind went one direction, and then when you explained it to me, I said, man, look at here.
Well, it did
But
for
I
me.
love
That's the way songs go, though. When you're writing a tune, you just it takes you where it wants to take you sometimes. And you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't say a big up there in the sky to Gordon Lightfoot, man. Probably one of the greatest
My goodness.
singer songwriters ever to walk the planet. Obviously, a legend in the world, a huge legend in Canada.
He was from Canada.
You know, him and Anne Murray are like, there's a picture of those two, and I went, man, that's as iconic as you get for Canada, you know. Gordon Lightfoot was to Canada what Olivia Newton-John was to Australia. He was that big a star. Right. And I just thought, I mean, Dennis, what's that line in Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? It's just
When God goes, the minutes.
Yeah. Only love, only what? Only God, what is it?
Where does the love of God go when the waves turn the minutes into hours?
Oh, God. Just too good. I mean, he's such a poet, you know. If you could read my mind, just every line in that song. But anyway, rest in peace, Gordon Lightfoot, and he was a great ambassador for all music.
Absolutely.
Not just...
He wrote songs, I didn't realize, for Johnny Cash, I think, done one of his. So many people did.
In the early morning rain.
Oh, man.
With a pocket full of sand. And Elvis did it on his show, and it sounded like this. In the early morning rain, with a pocket full of sand. I didn't understand a word he said after that.
He didn't either. But he was Elvis. He could sing how he wanted to. couldn't he?
Yeah, all I know is Elvis, Paul Simon, and Gordon Lightfoot both said that the peak of their careers was when Elvis recorded their song. Paul Simon, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, and Early Morning Rain for Gordon Lightfoot. So that just shows you how big a star Elvis was, you know. 'Cause of course, he took half their money. But anyway, that's just... So what do you guys got going on? What are we doing this morning?
Whatever you want to do. Go ahead
How
and
many
sing
folks
this
are... It's Casey back here, right?
It's Casey.
Hey, Casey, it's nice to meet you.
Jason.
She's new to the... How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You too, man. So how many viewers we got out there? 6 million? What do we got?
I don't know. There's so many I can't count them on both hands
All right.
repeated. I tried.
What do you guys want to do? Y'all want to do something?
Up to you,
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever, we'll just grab on with you.
We can do that. How's the guitar sound up there? This is in G, fellas. All right, now, if you ever go up to Nashville, Tennessee, and you get on Broadway, this song right here was written by Ray T., Isaac Harris, and myself, and it's basically Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee, right now. There's a boy from Alabama, got big things on his mind. He's here in Music City, leaving it all behind. Watching a girl up by the stage, man, she's looking fine. Driving that boy crazy, singing Sweet Caroline came here to drink. And here comes the song. About a road to take you home, right back where you belong. Came here to drink. businessman from New York City, networking for success. Ain't slept a wink since he landed. Ain't about to rest. Came here to drink and hear a country song. Yeah, he did. About a road to take you home, right back where you belong. Came here to drink. Oh, somebody pick one, hoss. Woo! Bachelorette out on a mission, looks like one hot mess. Knows exactly what she's a doing before she wears that wedding dress. Came here to drink and hear a country song. That road will take you home, right back where you belong. Came here to drink. I'll break it down here, y'all. Hey, country road, take me to town. You set 'em up, and I'll knock 'em down. Came here to drink. I came here to drink. Came here to drink. I came here to drink. Came here to drink. I came here to drink. Came here to drink. Came here to drink. Well, that's right. Keith Burns. On the Dee Ford Show.
Right here in Talladega, Alabama.
Talladega, Alabama. That's a big race a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, we
I always
missed that.
know when there's a big race because traffic is just bumper to bumper going down 77.
77. Well, you stay down there. You stay down there on the other end of 77.
Yeah, Ohatchee.
Hatchie end.
Hatchieville.
Speaking of Ohatchee, we got a big show coming up in Ohatchee.
Yeah, I think he figured to tell us about it.
DT's going to talk to us if he would. What we got, my friend?
That's right. First of all, I want to compliment all you guys. Y'all been sounding really good.
Thank you, man.
Really good. Doing a good job.
There he is.
All of you doing a great job. This is hard to do. Yeah, it sure is. It really is. Getting up this early. Getting up this early. Anyway,
Keith can really sing, but it's just the wrong time of day for him.
Yeah. Hey, get him this evening.
Catch him this afternoon.
Y'all got an evening show?
DT, you got a real special show for a great cause coming up in Ohatchee.
Exactly.
What we got, buddy?
Exactly. We've got, what we call Calls for the Paws, PAWS. Yeah, and it's we're going to do a benefit for regional, local animal shelters and people that take care of these animals that are destitute and get them into better hands and all that. It's a 24/7 job, and it's relentless. And I thought, we can, and I've got some really good advisors about where we can spend the money, and make the most of what we have. And we've got, of course, Keith Burns here that's gonna be playing. This is May 20th. We're gonna start about 2:00 at Coosahatchee Pavilion. This is at 17 Greensport Ferry Road, Ohatchee, Alabama. I've got a pavilion right on the lake, 44-foot octagon diameter pavilion. The stage sits right over the water. Wow. And we haven't been doing a whole lot of stuff down there, and people been asking me, well, what's going on? What's going on? I said, well, I got to get something to motivate me to get going with this thing again. So this is it. Keith's buddy Lee Bogan is coming down from Nashville. Lee's an accomplished lead guitar player, songwriter. He played with Joe Diffie right along with Keith.
Aaron Tippin.
Aaron Tippin.
Dr. Hook.
all kind of cats.
Wrote Honky Tonk Attitude. He plays. He's in my live band, and great singer and great guitar player.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having Lee come down and join us, and we're going to have two of Joe Diffie's band members on stage in Ohatchee, Alabama.
Yep.
Now,
Original band members.
original. I don't know if Keith's going to play some bass or not, but I've got to do at least one Joe Diffie song down there. But we're looking forward to it. It's what we're going to do. We're not going to take. We're going to take donations.
That's the way to do it.
We're going to take donations. A lot of people, say, "Well, if you're charging to get in, I don't know about that." But I think when you get down there and get motivated, you know what I mean, and see what's going on, you're going to be motivated to open up your heart and your pocketbook a little bit to go to this cause. We're going to get some little auction items up, and we're just going to try to raise money. And it's going to take people coming out. People need to get out of the house every now and then.
What's the date on this one?
Okay, it's May 20th.
It's on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday. It's less than 2 weeks away. Yeah.
We'll
And
start promoting it for you.
Yeah,
On TV.
we love that.
Well, that's
and
why
it's
we're-
going to start about 1 p.m. and we're going to go as long as we're having fun. And usually that's pretty late.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You
with
know?
Will
Hey,
this
that was
be
for you working
pet
free. We're
friendly?
gonna do
I
that.
mean, can they?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And we're asking people you can bring your coolers and your chairs. Now we're gonna have, you'd have to bring your own chairs most of the time. We do have some seating there, whatever. And it's about having a good time. It's family oriented.
Great.
Everybody we have some really good stuff down there. The acoustics in that place are wonderful.
Concessions.
Well, I've got a guy that's going to try to come down with a food truck.
I'd fix a peanut butter jelly sandwich and bring them down.
Okay, that'd be good. A guy's supposed to come down that afternoon with a food truck. So happens that Saturday, everybody with a food truck's busy. Who would have figured that?
Who would have ever?
But you know what? Eat you something before you go. I mean, it ain't got to be about eating. We eat too much anyway.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
I mean, if somebody gets starving, I'll go get something. You know what I mean? If it keeps
I
everybody
know
together,
exactly
I'll
what
run
you
and get
mean.
it. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
So, we're going to it's just going to be low key. And I've had some really big players down here before, and they say that that's the most fun. That's the most fun he's ever had on a stage. And this cat's a really great steel guitar player. He's going to be there. So we're going to have a little bit of everything. We're going to have some local guys come in and play.
That'd be
And it's informal, and it's fun, and it's very memorable. We're going to make some.
The thing about it, it's yours.
Yeah.
You're not renting it to do this.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna call him out. I guess you're donating. You're not charging rent, are you?
Are we gonna?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I've already told somebody I've always made money with everything I've done except
it.
music.
Well, that's true.
I just ain't caught on to that
Ain't
yet.
caught on to
No,
that yet.
no. But
figure it out,
this
let us
thing, I don't mind doing these things, because it gives back. And a lot of these people don't get a chance to go somewhere else.
Right.
They don't get to see anything like that. And now that I'm hanging around some of these big shots, I'm
There-
going to put them to work. I'm
there
going to
he
put them
is.
to work.
Yeah.
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 And you know what? We're hoping this is going to be the inaugural for this type thing, and then
Let's hope
we can
so.
maybe do a couple of them a year, in the spring and in the fall or whatever.
We
and,
might come out there and do a live Dee Ford show one day.
Hey, I'd love it.
Do it right
And it's
there.
a really pretty place. It's a unique little place. It's right there on highway. We're right on Highway 77 at the Ohatchee South Side line. It's at the foot of the
exactly.
hill. At the foot of the hill. And if you look right there, there's no 24-foot 1960 model aluminum boat sits out front. Wow. It's a Lone Star boat. It was built and it's right at the foot of the hill at the Ohatchee South Side line. So, and the pavilion is, you pull down in there, and the pavilion sits down there on the lake.
Plenty of parking.
We got, I ain't gonna say plenty, but
But
we're gonna make
we'll
the
get you in
room.
there.
We're gonna get you in there. If you want to come,
All right.
you're welcome to come in. We've got, we're right on the lake. That, like I said, the stage sits right over the water. The acoustics are so good, and it's just a cool
Gotta be
place
some
to
fun.
play.
You'll be able to see the flags and stuff from the road. I mean, we'll have somebody out there guiding people in there to park and stuff.
One more
like
question. Jeannie Sparks said, Dennis Twig. Who is Dennis Twig? She said, hello. Good morning. She said Kevin, but
DT.
it's actually Keith.
that. It's Keith, not Kevin.
It's
Yeah.
Keith. She was just.
Keith.
I got a
She
nephew.
knows him.
Keith calls me DT.
Yeah, I like old
Now,
DT.
but I am Dennis
I know what the
Twig.
DTs means, but you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, she said good morning.
Good morning,
her and her
Jeannie.
hus-
Good
her-
morning, Jeannie. Yeah, and
Her and her husband went
Jeff.
down to the beach with Jeff.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And Jason's right back there. Their
Yeah, I
son.
finished school. I finished
son's
school with
working.
Jeannie. Yeah,
He's back there working.
I finished school with
Keith,
Jeannie.
we're
Well,
going to
that's
have a little
great.
more time for you now, I believe.
That's all right.
Man,
That's
I'll
all right. I
tell you
came
what.
here. I came
Hey, I
here-
didn't mean to hog the show.
Yeah, you did, but that's okay.
Once you sitting there, said, when y'all gonna get me on? When y'all gonna get me on? When, no, he wasn't. I'm messing with you.
Nah,
They
No,
came
I
in
got
together.
plenty of time. I'm here to
the
boost
most
this.
important thing right now is we're trying to get the message out. Keith is going to put on a show.
I know that.
Oh, I know he
Keith Burns,
That's
my
a
wife, first time
guarantee.
she ever saw him live was down in Brunel, Florida. And we got there a little bit late, and he was a little bit aggravated with me, actually. And we kind of goofed around a little bit because we thought he was going to go on later. Well, when I got there, he had a few choice words for
Already
me.
through, huh?
Yeah. But anyway, and he put, and I'd already been around him some when he went to perform, and we got back in the truck. And she goes, "Boy, he just turns into a different animal, don't he?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "He lives to do that."
Yes,
I said,
he
"Yeah,
does.
he does, and he does, and he's good at it. And it's going to be fun." And you got, Lee Bogan is with that lead guitar, and that it's just going to be something else.
Don't forget to leave this brochure. Dee
I will.
announce it all week, all the way up to
Hey,
this.
absolutely.
Up
I
to
appreciate
this.
it. Hopefully y'all-
we definitely will.
Hopefully y'all can make it up, and like I said, we're gonna have a lot of surprises. Have a couple of raffle things going
Put
on.
the camera in.
Can you fix it?
What now?
Can you fix the raffle?
Absolutely, we can fix it. The autograph. We're going to give away 2 autographed guitars. I'm gonna have some. I'm going up to Nashville and do some. I'm gonna get some people to sign it. We're gonna give away raffle off 2 of them, an acoustic and electric. And yes, Dee, they would look good on your wall right here.
Yes.
We can fix that, and there it is right there. And it's going to be a big time on May 20th, y'all. And all local musicians, get in touch with Dennis Twig on his Facebook. You can PM him if you want to come out.
Yeah, if you want to come down and play,
Yeah.
we'll make a spot for you.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not that formal. I
This
think
is
Keith
all
and
about-
Lee are going to go on about 5
5
o'clock.
o'clock, yeah. We'll do it.
And everything else, we're just going to kind of build around it. And we're going to wing
Jam
it.
session, basically, is what you
And
got.
and at the end, we always have a really good jam session.
DT, what a pleasure, I guarantee you, and what a great thing you're doing.
There
You
you go.
keep doing that right there,
you.
buddy.
Y'all give
Your
it up
heart's
for
right.
Dennis Twig, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen. Dennis
sir.
Twig.
All right, Keith, we turn it back over to you.
You want me to do one more song?
Yes, sir.
I'll do one since Dennis is here. Since we'll do
I'm
one
not going
that.
to charge you for this one since we're helping this
One that sound all right there in the controller? Here's one that DT and I wrote. Now I always like this song. It's we wrote this song for Dwight Yoakam, and here I go again, sitting on a stool. I think I'll have another shot of that only 90 proof. I'd rather spin them songs and drink doubles alone and go one more round with you. I swear it's over, I tell myself. I'm tired of rolling on this non-stop carousel. had enough. I'm taking home this rain. I'll come next week. It'll be the same old thing. Here I go again, sitting on a stool. Think I'll have another shot of that pouring me 90 proof. Think I'll spin them songs and drink doubles along and go one more round with you. Hip, 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 round and around and around and around I go. Where it ever ends, I never know. Here I go again, sitting on the stoop. Sitting on this stoop. I think I'll have another shot of that pouring me 90 proof. I'd rather spin them songs and drink doubles alone and go one more round with you. Watch this, watch this. Here I go again, sitting on the stoop. Sitting on this stoop. I think I'll have another shot of that pouring me 90 proof. Rather spin them songs and drink doubles alone and go one more round with you. Well, the nights aren't on and it's time to go home. Here we go. And go one more round with you. Thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate y'all so much. God bless you.
Dee Ford. All right. Thank you.
One more round, baby.
Yeah. All right, man.
Excuse us while we have a good time.
Kevin Bridges. Y'all know Kevin Bridges? Do you know a guy named Kevin Bridges?
I sure do. Went to school,
He said he
Kevin.
would be there.
I know Kevin. Kevin
what it
is a
takes.
loyal buddy right there
That's
now.
good. And
That's right.
hey, we just let you do one more here. We're
It's
about to
on the
run out of
20th.
time. You
Ah,
done
we're
stole
good.
the show anyway. We're through.
We're good. Just want to thank everybody. Want to thank you guys again. Always a pleasure coming on the band. Y'all sounding great. And May 20th, everybody come out and see me and ODT. And we appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget, raffling off a couple of things. We're gonna have all kind of fun all day long. So if you're any players out there, any of you guys out there that want to come out and play, come on out. We'd love to have you. And there you go. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the salute to Joe Diffie, one of the finest
I
singers.
love Joe.
One of the finest singers that
Yeah,
I
man.
ever
He's
listened to.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear some stories, and we will. one day.
absolutely. Next
We
time
will.
I come on, we'll do some Joe Diffie stories.
I hit him up
I
all
hope
the
so.
time.
I hope so.
I hit him up all the time for those stories, and not to
You
discount
gotta
what he's
have-
doing now. Not to discount what Keith's doing now.
Not to
but,
discount.
but I'm still fascinated with what he did with Joe Diffie and all that bunch. All those years, all that
I
great
can't
music.
imagine. I can't imagine.
I mean,
because,
on stage with that cat.
Can
I
you
mean,
believe
know.
it?
Well, and Joe, Joe gave me my first songwriting start when I wrote "Whole Lotta Gone," which went to number, I think, 13, and man, that just it got my foot in the door as a songwriter, because you got to have that first hit, before anybody validates you and go, yeah, okay, I'll write with you.
Would you happen to know the actual story? I know I'm taking up time on the death. Was it the COVID or
Well, they say
what
it was
the truth?
They say it was COVID. He was down in Florida at then Lori Morgan's Chicken Coop down in Panama City
Been there,
Beach.
done that.
He was down there. She has since sold it. Her and her husband Randy, and he was there. and he wasn't feeling that well. And then a couple of days later, he checked into the hospital and never left the hospital. So I don't know. You know, that was back when COVID first. In fact, Joe was probably the first celebrity that especially in country music, that passed away from it. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people were throwing around everybody's got COVID, but who knows? I don't know that, but that's what they say. So
I know he's missed, and Randall told me that night he came into the club and just broke my heart. And Randall's also a big. Who ain't? If you're in the music business,
If you're country music,
it's just.
Oh yeah.
something wrong with it.
You know that COVID story. I had the COVID when it first come out right in there too, and my doctor said we're gonna put you in the hospital. I said no, you're not putting me in the hospital. I said they're dying. I said y'all putting them in there to die. What you do is you put them in there, lay them on their back, which causes pneumonia. Lay them on the back, stick all them tubes down. Then they can't move. Yeah. And you're killing them. I'm not. Well, you need to go. I said, I'm not going.
Well, I'm gonna agree with you.
You did right.
I was sick now. Yeah. Oh boy, I was sick.
Yeah. Well, we've all been sick. I've been sick and
before the COVID.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to. I'm one of those guys. I don't want to get political here, ladies and gentlemen, but on a Monday morning, I'm one of those guys that I never. My brother's one of the brightest men I've ever known. He's like my hero, and he gets a flu shot every year. I don't get one. I go, why would I get a shot when I don't? But the odds of getting into that, it just doesn't make sense. But of course, there you go. To each his own.
I know.
Just don't put me in the hospital. People are dying in there.
Yeah.
Like I said,
If you do, just prop me up beside the jukebox.
If you do that.
When they had that COVID, they'd lay you down, stick all them tubes down, and you're going to get pneumonia.
Just let me die at home.
Same thing with
We
Dee.
may have time for one more.
We don't want to get political, but I don't think you'll take another shot.
Won't never take another
I don't
shot
think-
either. Ever. You got time for a short one here.
I do? Okay.
Go out with Poor Me.
All right, let's do that. Go do a verse and a chorus of that. Uh-oh.
Pour me.
All right. The key of B, y'all. I don't have my capo. Can I borrow your capo? Because you can play in, he can play in any key. See, he's wrote this song in my old house, my ex-wife's new house. Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. She left, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? Oh, feel it to the top, gonna hit a rock bottom this time. Well, don't wanna listen to the old jukebox, don't put no quarter in the slot. I don't wanna talk and I don't wanna dance, I dang sure ain't looking for romance. Don't wanna hang out with the crowd, don't wanna party and get real loud. Believe me when I tell you that I thought it through. Only one thing that I want you to do, pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another shot of whiskey. Oh, bartender, hit me one more time. She left, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? If feeling to the top, gonna hit a rock bottom this time. That's how we do it down in Alabama, y'all. Oh! Well, here's the story, sad but true. So many things I never knew. She loved to party and she loved to dance. Loved to get loud every time she had a chance. Always thought she was simple-minded, okay. Little did I know she was the queen of karaoke. Everything a girl should be. A problem was that it wasn't me. Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. She left, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? Here we go. Well,
hope you enjoyed our show today. We're about to go on there. Thank you, Keith Burns.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, brothers.
DT.
Appreciate y'all.
We hope y'all enjoyed the show. We're about off of the air right here. It's been a good day. We had a good time. I was glad to be back in town. And we're going to call it a day. I may go give me a nap. Now I got to go to work now. All that work I missed last week, now I got to go to work.
Don't forget about May the 20th. Calls for the Pauls right there in good old Hatchie, Alabama. Don't forget that.
Don't miss it.
I want you to
Down
get
to
up
the
and get down there. May the
5
20th.
seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2. Bye-bye, y'all. We'll see you Monday, or Tuesday. I'm sorry, today's Monday. We're still on air, though. Keep going.